Hello, my name is Skylar from Productivity Gamified, and I am pleased to give everyone an update on our application, Prodipal. First, we would like to remind everyone of our motives and intentions behind making Prodipal. Productivity is essential in everyday life, and many desire to remain diligent and focused in whatever they do. However, in today's world, it can be incredibly difficult to maintain a level of productivity due to many factors like social media apps, which can eat up your time. While our app can be used by anyone of any age, our team plans to mainly target young adults and teens, since these groups are more busy throughout their day from work or school. Our application will bring originality and promote a more productive and motivational lifestyle for our users through a reward system based around an in-app pet. Rather than focusing on the underlying technology, we focus more on user behavior and visual cues. Our application will reward the user based on the goals and to-do list tasks that they complete, while maintaining a visually pleasing and modern user interface that will capture the user's attention. To showcase what our user interface will look and function like, we have provided a video sample.
As Skylar mentioned, I'm going to give you a quick run through of our current UI mockup. When the user first starts up the app, they'll be brought to this pet creation screen where they can name their Prodipal. For the sake of the demonstration, I've named it Rex, as you can see here. Here on the home screen, you may notice a few key features. Up at the top, we have Rex's level bar, his cognition stat, his cleanliness stat, and his health stat. There's also a visual indicator of the user's progress on completing today's goals. Here, of course, we have our Prodipal Rex with his current status indicated here. Now to get to the goal screen, you can either swipe to the side or press this button here. Here we have customizable goals that the user can add, delete, and edit as they see fit. We've broken the goals into a goal category and a to-do category. Let's first look at how goals work by looking at the parts of the run goal. First, you may notice that it's highlighted in green, indicating that it belongs to the health category. You may also notice that it has 3 buttons, one for each of the 3 times a week that the user is hoping to complete their goal. Let's imagine the user just ran a mile. When they click on this button, a pop-up appears to make sure they didn't accidentally activate it. After clicking confirm, Rex gains some experience and his health stat increases. Now let's look at adding a goal. I can click the plus button here to enter the add goal screen. Here's a default view that allows the user to enter all of the necessary information for whatever goal they want to add. Here's an example of a goal where the user wants to listen to Audible for 30 minutes 3 times a week. If we want to change to brushing your teeth, you may start by clicking on the category drop-down menu, going to cleanliness, and then changing all the rest of the necessary information. Now when I click confirm, our new goal appears right here. If I wanted to see more information about a specific goal, I can click on it to see my current streak and total completions, or edit the goal as I see fit. Now you may be wondering about the to-do category. It's essentially the same as the goal category, except the goals do not repeat. When you complete a to-do, like study Spanish, it simply disappears while increasing your level and cognition stat. That covers most of what we have for now. I'm going to hand things over to Ben to tell you a little bit more about some of the behind-the-scenes work.
We've done a few different things to get from the UI model to our working prototype. One of these is create a SQLite database which is stored locally on the user's device. Within this database, we have a table for each of the different types of data that we need to store. This includes the data related to the pet and the data for the to-dos and goals. We are using an asynchronous SQLite connection anytime we need to access the database. This improves the overall performance by making it so that an operation like getting a table of goals doesn't affect the responsiveness of the UI. We're also using a static database connection so that a single connection is used for the app. Another benefit of this is that we don't have to open and close the connection to the database each time we have to access it. This also improves the performance. Once we have the information, we then use a list view and list adapter to take that data and display it to the user in an organized fashion. To demonstrate this, Trent is now going to show the current version of our application.
Alrighty, this is the current version of our application, which I've got running on an old phone of mine. So when you start, if the pet database is empty, then it'll start you off by creating your whole pet. So here we gotta name it, so we'll call this one Simmons. And when we click next, it'll bring us to an initial goal stage, so we'll just add goal 3 to start out with. And then it gives you a confirmation page. Go past that and brings it to the main activity. So now you can see it pulled the name Simmons from the database for the name up here and also down here. Also on this pet bar up top, you've got the level and experience bar and the status indicators. And down here you also have a little picture of the pet along with a message. And bottom here is our menu. So this will bring you to the different little pages of the application. So if you swipe left, it will bring you over here, or if you click on the icon, it will. So we're just going to swipe left. And as you can see, that goal 3 we added at the beginning has been added to our whole goal database and our goal list. And if we want to add a new custom goal, let's click that Add Goal button. We'll make this one a to-do, just to show to-dos off. So we'll call it Show Features. And we'll give it a description, show we've implemented. And then we're going to leave the category as it is, but we have a variety of categories and difficulties to choose from. Frequency, if you make it a one-time, that's going to be a to-do item. Otherwise, it's a recurring one that will reappear every week. So we're just going to make this a one-time to-do and confirm. When we go to our goal page, we can see it's been added. Another thing we've added is just to test the leveling up feature. If you click on the pet, it will add experience to the bar. If you fill the bar up, it'll reset the bar and increase its level by 1. And you can just keep doing that as long as you want. You can also click clear, and that's going to just erase our database, so now it's almost like the application is new again. Click clear again, it'll restart the main activity. So we're going to call this version of the pet Griff. Click next, not add any goals here. Click next again, as you can see, the name is Griff. And now it's been completely renamed. And if we go to our goal page, all of our goals have been reset because we erased that database. And that's what we've implemented so far. Now I'm going to hand you back to Ben, who's going to type what we're doing next quarter.
In our project so far, we've completed the planning and initial prototyping phases. For next quarter, we have a few different objectives. The first is to keep on implementing features required for our MVP. Most of this work will be centered around connecting the goals and the to-dos so that they interact with the pet model. We will also continue to improve the UI so that it is more consistent with our dummy UI. Other items are to create more versions of the pet artwork and to follow a testing schedule that we have set up to ensure our app is ready to be shown at the final presentation next quarter. Thank you. Do you have any questions?